here what we have, I want you to create an ad that will drive traffic to my marketing hub group. Set the daily budget to €5 or $5. If you need images or video, please advise me. And what you need to make sure to get the target audience. So again, this is all I'm doing, setting it up from here and confirming. Now you have two options here, and this is pretty much option number one. You can see here I'll have to allow, there's going to be a lot of functions here where I have to click allow this action, allow this action. This is because I haven't done this before, so I'm just pretty much testing it out. And with that, pretty much means every single process has to be done like this. Now you can automate this by clicking this before you proceed, and what this is going to do is just going to give Claude 100% control to do everything from start to finish. Key here is I don't want it to end up putting in something stupid and putting in €500-600 a day, and I want to have some sort of control anyway. So while that's happening, and what I'm going to do is, if you're looking for more information about how I do all this and different ways to use AI, I have a free community. Everyone more than welcome to join, and starting next week I'll have 2 weekly calls. What we do is I go over different topics with AI and how you can actually use AI to help your small business. Again, you're not going to find some unique, super cool ideas where it's going to be really fancy looking tools and devices. Again, we're trying to look at simplifying things, make things actually that can benefit you. And obviously, this is the problem here. We have to constantly setting up OK and confirming things. But you can see already we've started to build out stuff. What it has done here is what it looks like is it's used the image from my previous ad. Now, I don't know whether this is going to just use the same image, or is it just structuring it differently. Again, trial and testing. However, it has clicked the right one up here, getting more website visitors. So again, if you're not 100% sure what you're wanting to click here in terms of what your goal is, just get a general idea maybe. AI can help you actually streamline this and build it out. So while this is running, pretty much what I'm going to do is show you how you can actually potentially use Claude again, obviously in your browser. So what we're doing here, we're looking at just my own Instagram account, and this is an opportunity here to kind of analyze accounts. So again, all I've done is ask Claude, and we're just going to let it do this without acting. So again, this is what you would do if you don't want to keep confirming everything. So can you view this account and give me some content gaps that it has that I could target for my business? So pretty much you have the option here, you're going to do that. So again, what we'll do is stick to best practice maybe, and just allow to do it yourselves. So like what we did a few minutes ago, I had Claude basically generate a competitor analysis of my own Instagram account, and what we'll do is we jump back over to that, and you can see here within a couple of minutes pretty much this has been working in the background. Here's a detailed breakdown of my Instagram content gaps based on what I observed across their 318 posts. So in fairness, I went through everything. Account overview is an Irish entrepreneur marketer positioning himself around AI tools and simple systems for small businesses. His content leans heavily on talking head reels, motivational text stories, and educational infographics. He has 178 followers. Hopefully we'll push that up a bit higher soon. A clear sign that the content strength isn't converting viewers into followers efficiently. Now, this is something that I 100% agree with. I'm getting decent views, but the problem is I'm not converting them over to follows. Now, there's two ways to look at this. Number one, obviously, I need to maybe optimize a bit more in the bio. Is there something worth here to change? Definitely change it. Is my pin post, I need to change that maybe to something different. Again, already there, it just gives me an idea of how we can actually do things. So I already see a big opportunity here with the client results. So content gaps could target number one, client results and show social proof. While he has a client work highlight, there is almost no visible case study content in the main feed. Now, this is something I was actively kind of not trying to do, but based on this, yes, I might have to start doing this more and more to showcase how clients actually benefit from using AI. And as I said, that is a major thing, no before and after. So yeah, I understand that. Client testimonials are being built up in the background until I'm 100% ready to put them onto my Instagram account. Documented content showing real measurable outcomes. An example, how we got X business 40 leads in 30 days, builds trust fast, and is almost entirely absent here. Okay, so really it's gone to town here on me, you can see, and what I'll do is try and hide myself there quickly. So you can see here, it's pretty much just okay this over here, and it's already found a lot of mistakes. with a page that I can actually target. So if we, again, bring it over here, what else have we got? This is a major gap, and could own two. You could own two local Irish business focus. He occasionally mentioned being Irish. One post referenced Ross and Wexford business, but the feed is predominantly generic. There's a huge opportunity to create hyper local content. Okay, that's a really interesting point. I wouldn't have considered doing that at that point of view, and obviously Irish business pain points, EU Irish regulations around AI. Yeah, so you can see already there is a massive opportunity here, and even from this was only a test for me, but there is a massive amount of information here that I can use for my business. Now, as I said, you will get marketing agencies that will charge hundreds of euros for this pretty much output, and I've shown you how you can do this for 100% free, I suppose, with the only exception of Claude. I'm on the Pro plan, which I think is €20 or 20 something euros a month. As I said, it's well worth it, and you can pretty much see exactly what's happening here, what it's generating, and the type of material content. I suppose it's after the feedback is after giving us. So you can see it's broken down to, I think, 10 different things, 10 different areas for it. We have number 6, even consistent offer clarity and call to action. It promotes the on block session, a lead magnet, but most posts have a weak and repetitive call to actions. Comment on block. There's no content funnel visible, nothing that warms audience through awareness, consideration, conversion stage, educational posts with a clear journey towards a paid product. So there is a lot of information here, even for me to learn. And as I said, Instagram is not my main channel I use, but you can see here when I put everything together on it, there is things that I'm missing, and definitely is something that I really need to focus more on. And what I'm going to do is I might try and do another video of how I would build a strategy to include all this and to build it all out to better target your audience. So let's jump back over to the ads, and you can see here this is working away in the background. Everything there is taking screenshots, setting the audience that we want based on, I think, the information I said. You can see here it's adding locations. Now, one thing I do recommend is when you're doing this, try not to click away. Try not to go in and just click one of these boxes. What's going to happen is it's going to confuse everything what it's actually building out for us. So you can see here it's going into this information next. And what happens is if you go in and press another button on it, you're basically overriding what Claude is trying to do. So let it do its run its course. But the key thing here is when it comes to publishing or things like that, you want to make sure that it's set to just go to a draft mode and doesn't have complete control to go from a live ad and potentially draining your ads, I suppose. So what I'll do is I'll pause this. I'll come back to it in a minute. And again, I'll move myself over here a bit. And I'll come back in a few minutes once it's kind of done a bit more on it. So as you can see here, it's still working around this section, the targeting. It's going through each one. It's picking behaviors, interests, obviously saving it now. Now what you can see is really after breaking down that section. And I think the key thing here to remember is, it's giving you a clear, I suppose, plan in place. What I'm going to actually do here, and I might follow this up inside the community. So again, if you're interested in joining, make sure you join. But what I might try and do is, with this ad, I might run it live, and I'll share the results basically inside the community of how it's actually did for me. I'll try and do something similar, like I have set to the $5 per day, and run it for a couple of days just to see in comparison to the other ad I created myself, what I got in terms of returns, metrics and things like that, and compare the two of them. So it could be a case that Claude is much better at setting up ads for me than what I would be doing them obviously myself. So again, if you're interested, click the link, join, all free. So the ad setup is looking great. I can confirm the daily budget is this. Placement, Facebook, Instagram, Meta audience. I can now confirm I'd like to click publish to launch this ad. So this is the main thing. This is exactly where I wanted to be. So add images, stop struggling with marketing, join the free community now. So to already use the old image that I had. Again, I don't mind that. This could be a way to put more creative images into it. Affordable small business marketing AI solution for companies in Ross and Wexford, helping you grow with the smaller digital tools. Sign up, daily budget, target audience, placements, Facebook, Instagram. So that's perfect. Can you confirm you'd like me to click publish to launch this ad? So again, I don't want to launch this ad. I just wanted to run in draft. So what we'll do is see, can we save it as draft, please. So as I said, this is a massive, I suppose, opportunity here for us, and opportunity for your overall business. So what I'm going to do is I'll have it set this up, and I might keep the image the same and just run this again, or not run it, actually pay for it and run the ad then, and see pretty much how it does. So you can see down here it's going down to the publish button down at the bottom here. You should hopefully click open this to click draft, and hopefully save it in as a draft. So this one you can see is currently in draft. You can see the average here. This was the one I done myself, so I got 98 results. Cost per result was 12 cent. Again, you can see the whole lot of it is broken down there, and this is going to allow us then to pretty much see how the entire ad runs for us using AI as the main, I suppose, builder of all this. So that is pretty much it. That's how you do it. You can see it's still working away there for getting into the draft. You can see ads draft saved. Job has been done. The only processing that I needed to do here was give it an initial prompt. Obviously, I had to confirm, which if you get used to this, you can start getting these to pretty much just run and without having to confirm every single thing. You can see here on the left hand side, I have a breakdown of my drafts now, which is just set up. So within roughly 15 minutes, we've run a Facebook ad. We started to build that out. We've done an audit on an Instagram account, again, which we use our own example. A lot of key information here, and this is just using Claude, the Chrome extension. This is not going massively deep into everything, and you can just see how quickly you can really open the doors of what you're wanting to do with AI. So look, we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.